Hi everyone, made by Marta Liliana Mosquera Pascuas for Material DC. I'll start with the first side. Next presentation. The objectives show reader neural training the year before speaking activation just by listening and becoming familiar with the language. Analyze meaningful material for students that help strengthen their language skill, understand instruction, and facilitate didactic learning for teaching a second language. And they meet about the face-to-face and virtually in classes in English classes. Next presentation. Listening materials show reader neuronal training in year before speaking activation just by listening and becoming familiar with the language, understanding phonetics, in not learning grammar. It is through the continuum messenger, just you revise, improve your vocabulary, improve your listening in English, and acquire vocabulary as if you were a dictionary. Promise the reading that you like the most, including social network vocabulary, is progressively incorporated. This is a topic that our students like and motivate, denote to see it as an obligation, something more education and fun, and bridging together the face-to-face and the importance of listening for a second language. Opinion personal. My opinion personal. Next presentation to guía de activities. And 5 listening tips. And when we speak, we do not usually leave gaps between words. We join the sound in active pause where it is practice. When you don't pay attention to that is being said, it can be implemented as passive listening. All the activities that are presented must be depending on the level of English. It is recommended that you study English honestly for a few minutes of or the improve it. We can Listening activities is which audios to educate the ear the another language that you want at cutter and meet the 5 tips for listening in visuality. Most in the technologies uh, for in online in classes of English. Um, Five speaking recommendation to the speaking activities for face-to-face environment. You must already enjoy talking about while your brain type of exercise, listening to videos on YouTube of conversation in English repeatedly, listen to movies, documentaries in English for studies in the same language connects that are a little more natural in daily life and not so formal and technical to enter a little more in the culture. Listen uh, as much of the English connect as possible as one learner. The of the English connect as possible as on learning the real language over time, similar to that of genre. And this is this recommendation of the activities guide says, for my it is important to listen before speaking and writing. It's Brian together everything uh, that has to do with the internet, communication issues, the technology, in the speaking, in the tool for pedagogical materials. Um, Very significant for students, and you can have fewer directions for better learning, and concentration is improved. Is very important. Concentration, not distraction. In the class of English. Uh, for me, is opinion for me is very important. Number two, investigated that level of English the student have their taste to the same the material in a more playful way. Next presentation. Um, and here are some examples which the recurse that the teacher has and the place. Um, for recommendation, I next for presentation, very personal. Next uh, presentation. And for here conclusions, learning English in person allow for the interact with other people in a close um in a close way, and excuse me. And this favor the creation of new personnel on the personal link while you develop your language skill. Studying English offline give you the possibility to take your class from the comfort of your home of or any place you choose, which internet access either day or night. This like having a source information about to you from ever and whenever you need it. Reference. Thank you very much, and I have a throat touch. Um, Thank you so much.